Hello, it's Akay here again. Today, we're gonna talk a bit about this week, this crazy week. So this week, I organized an exposition. So I wanted to explain a little of like, how did it go? What were my mistakes, you know? Yes. So here we go. So this exposition was born from this idea of like, me doing a residency in this space in La Cooperativa and then sharing a studio with this artist, and then at the end I would do like an exposition. But I don't know, some part of me was also like, I don't know, it's more fun to do collaborative like work and like invite other artists and just like, you know, make it big, you know, and I don't know, get to know like other circles. So the first thing that I would say that I would do again, it's a collaborative exposition. I think it was like the best decision. And this other artist was like, no, you should do it alone. You should do it alone. And some part of me was just like, nah. I focus mostly in like urban art and stuff. So I was like, why not invite these great artists that are known here in Monterey, and most of them do murals and stuff. I think it's very interesting to see these artists inside the museum too, not just in the street. So yeah, basically collaborative, I think works way better, just meeting other people, different circles. Another thing that I noticed was we didn't put any alcohol. It was in Tuesday, we just put water. So it was just like tiny bottles of water. Yeah, like we didn't want it to end up like as a party. At the end, we were saying like, oh, it was a great idea, just water. Also for mess, like there was not a lot of mess at the end because also there was not like where to put things. Yeah, so there was like one table in the whole, in the whole space. Another thing that I learned was organizing myself. I think I was like a bit, I need chapstick. It's because of the chatting. I was organizing this exposition with this other artist, but at the same time, I was also focusing on my own work, and it was a bit like too much in my head. So like he helped me with like organizing the artist and receiving the pieces and stuff. And I was like mostly focused on my work. It was great that he was like, you focus on your work and I'll focus with the other artists and stuff. So that was like a really well like balance. But also like organizing myself as like, at the end I was just like, with a lot of things, and I think I just like procrastinated a little. I did like some VRs. I don't know, it just took me like a bit to do the VRs, and I was like really stressed, like because I didn't know if I could do them. And at the end, everything was fine and worked out, but I think like organizing myself a little better, it would have been like better. I don't know, it worked fine, but yeah. Also, I was the one that needed to print the fichas técnicas, title, the size of the canvas, everything. And I think maybe last night I went to this other exposition and people put the price. Maybe it might been interesting to put the prices too, because a lot of people were asking if they were for sale. So yeah, maybe we should have put like the prices and stuff, and just like maybe some of them were accessible. Maybe someone was looking at painting for their house or something, you know? Well, another thing that also happened, this other artist like had his contacts and stuff and just like posted the flyer different pages. So he targeted like different art pages from here, from Monterey, and they just like posted it. So a lot of people like knew about it. And then funny, but yesterday I went to another exposition. I was meeting people and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, on Tuesday we had this exposition, and everybody was like, oh yeah, I saw the flyer. You know, like the flyer really like went around and it was great. Like I think a lot of people came and it was just like really good, you know? So just like have those like contacts and like, you know, like really pass it on, you know, like really pass it on and to like different art pages and stuff. I learned that I need to paint. I wanted to paint a suit for the exposition to wear, and I don't know, to just people like recognize me as an artist, or I don't know, I thought it could would be fun, you know, like to have a garment of my own, you know, put on myself, whatever. So I painted this suit, and I painted it like a day before. And guys, the suit smelled like spray paint. Oh god, it smells so bad. So we put like Lysol and just like, you know, put it in the sun and like try to get the smell out of the... At the end, I just put like a lot of perfume and Lysol and just like with a hair dryer, you know, maybe I should have painted like some days before for the smell like really to get out. Oh god, or just like painted it with not spray paint. Awesome suit, by the way. I don't know, I feel like sometimes when I'm like under pressure, I just like creativity just like boom, like just like explodes, and it's just so interesting what comes up when you're like on pressure. The next thing was lighting in the exposition. Very interesting. The whole exposition had these like spots for every painting, but on my studio it had like, it was like a stadium kind of light. Like it was like so bright. It was fine, but there was a lot of light in the room. Like some part of me knew that a lot of people, when you're in a party, like you don't want to be under a spotlight, you know, like it's just like, I don't know, it's something that we do. The night before, we were preparing everything and the lights and everything, and I told the other artist, I was like, bro, like it's a fucking stadium, like I don't... So we changed the lights and it was way better. It was, the spotlights were just looking at the paintings, so I felt like that was like really good, like this kind of like museum kind of vibe, like exposition kind of vibe. Lights. Okay, what else did I learn? Posting the flyer too, like too much in advance, it doesn't really work. Like people forget. People have their own lives and things to do, you know? Like I feel like it's just, yeah, it's just part of it, you know? So I feel like really like a day before or 2 days before, I was like really posting the flyer to just like remind people, and really like just send text messages just being like, it's tomorrow, you know, like remember, you know, people got their own thing going on, reminding people. Ooh, another thing that I learned, I think also during the exposition, just like giving out like stickers and stuff, or just like kind of like your business card kind of. So you're meeting someone, you're chatting with someone, and then it's like you never see them again, you forgot their name, you never follow each other, you know? So I think it's quite interesting to just be like, oh, like nice to meet you, here's a sticker, you know, like I feel like the sticker really like worked, and then people like just follow you. So I had a tray with stickers, and well, every sticker has like different sayings and stuff, so every sticker is kind of unique. Yeah, so business cards, you never know who could you meet and who could you meet. You never know who's in front of you, you know? Like on the open studio, we had this friend came, and he's an artist, he's a singer. We came up with this idea that maybe he could play, you know, his new songs and stuff. So he played in my space in the studio where I was, and it was so cool. It was like really cool to just see like other artists just like, I don't know, I feel like some people like step on each other's feet, you know, a little, and it's just like, I don't know, like why not support other artists, you know, and other mediums and other... At the end, he came up to me and he was like, bro, like thank you so much, like this means a lot to me, and like for giving me this space and time, and like the people, you know, like he also invited his friends and stuff. So it's just like this like building with like artists and stuff. And he was like, the next time that I play, you know, like please do an exposition behind or something, like we should do this more. And it's just really cool to just have these kind of like conversations and creating these like bubbles, you know, really cool. Yes. Oh god. Taking pictures, you know, taking pictures. During the exposition, we hired this photographer. I don't know, she took some pictures and stuff, but also like have some pictures on your own, like with your phone at least. Really important, like at the end, I was like looking through my photos and I was like, I don't even have a picture with my pieces, you know, like it was just like, oh fudge. So yeah, like at the end we took some pictures, but it was just like, yeah, like maybe arrive a bit early, be ready, or at the end take the pictures and stuff. I don't know, just like really, you know, like have evidence, you know, of like what is going on and take videos and pictures and stuff. So take pictures. Yeah, it was also very interesting to talk about my pieces if people wanted to hear about them, and just like express what I was thinking and like how, and see how the people react to my pieces. With the VRs, like a lot of people were like, wow, this is amazing, like how did you do that, and like all these things. So I don't know, it's just like really like, it felt like really nice to just see people like really appreciate my work. So yeah, really cool, really cool. It was like a really cool exposition, and hopefully we can do some more. Yes. If you ever do an exposition, maybe consider all these things. And you know, keep being out there and keep going to places and meeting people. Just be open. It's really important for the artist to not just like produce and be in the studio and be a lab rat, you know, like just like a studio rat kind of thing. If you're an artist, you really have to be out there and like meeting people, and like, you know, like networking is everything. I really recommend, you know, just like, just amen. Okay, and I think that's it. I don't know. I think that's everything that I kind of like learned, and like I could give some tips and tricks about this. I mean, I'm not a super expert at like creating expositions, but it was like really, well, for myself, I thought it was like really important to have like scent, you know, like that the place smell in a certain way, and you can hear like certain music, and like just like feel, you know, just feel this vibe, you know. So I put like inciensos, you know, like all over the exposition to smell it in a certain way. So it was just interesting. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram. So yeah, I'll see you around, and hopefully this works. If not, it's okay. And if yes, let me know. I'll see you soon.